Hey guys, it's about Ginger and welcome back with another video, y'all. And today we're gonna react to Larry Bird, man. Today we're gonna see how good Larry Bird was, man. And change the lights. Okay. Today we're gonna figure it out from how good was Larry Bird, man. We've been reacting to Larry Bird for like months now. So how good he was. I don't know. I was born in 2001, so I don't know nothing before that, and even I didn't know anything after like I came here. So it's when I started watching basketball. So today we're gonna react to how was he bro. Let's go, y'all. You know I like Larry Bird, man. You know this guy is amazing. Like Larry Bird is one of the goods for sure. Larry Bird was one of the good for sure. Let's go,
Bird was one of the best players to ever touch a basketball, and together with Magic Johnson, biggest NBA star of the 80s. What made him so successful considering he was quite unathletic? And how would he fare in today's NBA? Did he win just because his teams were loaded? And where does he stand among the best shooters of all time? Watch the rest of the video to find out.
Let's go. I'm ready for it.
A hick from French Lick. Bird was born into a poor family in French Lick, Indiana, a town of 2,000 inhabitants. Larry grew up a shy, introverted kid who didn't...
2,000 is not a lot, y'all. 2,000 is not a lot. Or town is not a lot.
Not much. And he did most of his talking on the basketball court. He grew up to 6'9" and played at small floor.
He was 6'9"? I didn't know he was that tall. So he was not a small dude, bro. 6'9" is a tall guy. Like 6'9" is really tall. Like what? I thought it was like 6'6", like 6'5", 6'6", but he was 6'9". That's crazy.
Of basketball, he could play whatever position he wanted. Larry finished his high school career as the best scorer in school's history, and he could choose where he wanted to go to college.
Best scorer in school history. Yo, that's up.
He started playing for Bobby Knight at Indiana University, but didn't like the spotlight and being around so many people. He then settled at Indiana State University, where the pressure was much less than with the Hoosiers. Larry averaged 30.3 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 4.6 assists in college. His were invincible.
30 points, almost 15 rebounds a game. That's
Bird's senior year, and became the #1 team in the country with a 33 win streak. Their only loss came in the 1979 NCAA Finals, where they played against Michigan State, led by senior guard Urban Johnson. Despite 19 points from Bird, Magic and his teammates celebrated the title in what was the most watched college basketball game in history at the time.
Wow.
He was named the Collegiate Player of the Year, leaving Indiana State as the 5th-ranked NCAA scorer of all time. He was already drafted, as the Boston Celtics selected him in the NBA draft in 1978.
Who was #1?
Bird, who qualified for the NBA as a junior, would skip his senior year. He opted to stay in Indiana, and when he finally arrived in Boston, the Celtics looked nothing like their championship selves, with consecutive losing seasons. Bird then single-handedly caused the biggest turnaround ever seen in the NBA at the time. Boston improved their record from the season before by 32 wins, and finished with 61 wins and 21 losses.
Wow.
Although his arch-rival Magic...
That's pretty good, bro.
Boston improved their record from the season before by 32 wins.
Wow,
Finished
32?
61 wins and 21 losses. Although his arch-rival Magic Johnson had an impressive season and won the title with the Lakers, Bird was named the Rookie of the Year with the average of 21.3 points, 10.4 rebounds.
Even though Magic was who won the NBA, because it was, I remember it was it started for Kareem, right? Because Kareem was injured. But he still won that Rookie of the Year, bro. This is how good he was, bro. What the hell?
4.5 assists. He also made the All-Star team and first-team All-NBA. And even...
This was the first time a rookie make the first All-Star? A rookie make a oh, that's dope, y'all.
In the MVP voting, and proved he can transform a mediocre team into a great one all by himself. A new green dynasty. After Bird's rookie year, the Celtics had a busy offseason. Legendary Red Auerbach worked his magic and brought two new faces to Boston that would form one of the biggest dynasties in NBA history. Auerbach robbed Golden State by sending them the 1st and 13th pick in the 1980 draft in exchange for center Robert Parrish and the 3rd pick, which became Kevin McHale. Along with the newly formed Big Three, the Celtics also had an all-star point guard, Nate "Tiny" Archibald, young and athletic forward Cedric Maxwell, and a few well-integrated role players.
No, Celtics was stacked, bro.
The head of the snake was, of course, Larry Bird, who was second in MVP voting, en route to a league-leading 62-20 record. The Celtics avenged the loss to the Sixers from the previous year, and after a tough 7-game series in the Eastern Finals, they were in the NBA Finals once again. There they would be met by the Houston Rockets, led by prime Moses Malone, who was arguably the best center in the league at the time. Malone averaged 23 and 16 in the series, but the Celtics were too good
for a center. That's impressive.
Team and would win the title with 4 games to 2. Bird averaged 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists for the series.
Imagine if you have like 3 more rebounds every game, assists every game. You have average a triple-double. Crazy, bro.
But the Finals MVP went to Cedric Maxwell, who led the Celtics in scoring with 18 points per game. And when everybody
because he just got 18 points per game, bro. Bird had 15 rebounds. Bird got he got robbed, bro. He got robbed.
Saw the new green dynasty. 2 bad years ensued, despite Bird's all-around excellence and McHale's improvement. They once again were the #1 seed in the East. Bird was the All-Star Game MVP, but Philadelphia retaliated for a close defeat in the Eastern Finals. And this time, they won in 7 games. The year after, the Celtics regressed even more, finishing as a 3rd seed and getting swept in the 2nd round by the Milwaukee Bucks. After that, Coach Bill Fitch resigned and was replaced by Casey Jones, who won 8 titles in the Bill Russell era as a player. The change bore fruit. The team was refreshed with the young shooter Danny Ainge and veteran point guard Dennis Johnson, and played the best basketball in the NBA, finishing with a 62-20 record. After 3 years of coming in second, Larry Bird finally won the regular season MVP with 24.2 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 6.6 assists on average. The Celtics steamrolled to the finals, where a known foe awaited. It was, of course, Magic and the Lakers. The title was decided in Game 7, where Larry Bird led the Celtics to their 15th NBA title. Bird was named the Finals MVP, and he finally had his revenge over Magic, who defeated him in the NCAA Finals of 1979. The following season, the Celtics were even better in the regular season. Bird repeated as MVP, and McHale repeated as the 6th man of the year. They got to the finals again, the same opponent. After the Celtics won Game 1, 148-114, in a game that was dubbed a Memorial Day massacre, it seemed like the Celtics were going to dominate the Lakers and repeat as champions. However, the Lakers had other plans, and especially Kareem was determined to defeat the Celtics. Kareem averaged 25.7 points, 9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists in 6 games, on 60% shooting. And the Lakers have finally won the NBA.
The sky, what's it called? His main thing. I think it was the sky hope, something like that. Yeah, 16% is like, whew.
Finals against the Celtics for the first time in 9 tries. 1986, the greatest Celtics team ever, the pinnacle of Bird's career. After the finals loss, Auerbach made another clever move. He traded Cedric Maxwell to the Clippers for Bill Walton, once one of the most talented centers in the league, who accepted the role of a 6th man on the Celtics, while Kevin McHale moved to the starting lineup. The Celtics won 50 out of 51 home games that year, which is a record that still stands.
50 out of 51?
Likely, Larry Bird experienced the absolute peak of his game and basketball brilliance in 85-86. He deservedly won another MVP and became the only player other than Wilt and Bill Russell to win the award in 3 straight seasons. The 85-86 season birthed several games that proved the endless basketball genius of Larry Bird.
He won it 3 times.
Most notable is the left-handed game. Before the game against Portland, Bird surprised his teammates and journalists by saying that he would shoot the whole game with his left hand.
Wow.
Because he wanted to motivate himself for a relatively meaningless regular season game. How much did he score? Just 47 points, 14 rebounds.
With his left hand, bro? With his left. 47 with his left.
11 assists with a game-winning shot, and 22 points scored with his left hand out of sheer boredom and fun.
Life is trying to put our generation on the
Wow,
sidelines,
bro.
but we refuse to let it pass us by. Watch us.
Fun. And those are the reasons why he was called Larry Legend. Apart from that, he also scored a career-high 60 points on the Atlanta Hawks earlier in the season. Almost everything he put